Welcome back to Superly Said, Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
Today, we're looking at material taken directly from a recent SpeakDuo lesson.
If you want to meet new people from around the world who are practicing English on video calls to become more confident with their English-speaking abilities, you can go to SpeakDuo.com.
Okay, so let's jump straight into 8 high-impact phrases for advanced learners.
First up is the phrase starstruck.
Right. And the basic meaning is feeling amazed or overwhelmed when you meet someone famous.
But it's not just about being impressed or awed, is it? There's a subtle difference there.
Exactly. Being impressed is more intellectual. Awed is close, but I think starstruck specifically points to that social effect.
You mean, like, losing your composure a bit?
Yes! You get shy, you get bashful, you might not even be able to speak properly. That's being starstruck.
Okay, so a general example could be something like, I was completely starstruck when I met my favorite singer at the airport.
And if you were asked about it in, say, a speaking exam, you could say, yes, I was totally starstruck when I saw Mohammed Salah in person. I just froze.
Right, okay. Next one is a great idiom, to worship at the altar of something.
This one is about being extremely devoted to something, almost like it's a religion.
It's much stronger than just being dedicated to something.
Oh, way stronger. It's hyperbolic. It implies this unquestioning, almost idolatrous devotion.
Like the thing has become completely central to your life, and it's often used with a bit of humor or even criticism.
For sure. Like, my brother loves technology so much he basically worships at the altar of Apple.
I know a few people like that. Or for a more personal example, I definitely worship at the altar of chocolate because I can't live without it.
Now, let's talk about the term core memory.
This one has become pretty popular recently. It means a really significant memory from your past that helps shape who you are.
And again, it's more than just a fond memory or an important moment.
Yes, the nuance here is that a core memory is foundational. It's an experience that, directly helped build your personality.
It's part of your identity structure.
Exactly. So a simple example, learning to ride a bike with my dad is a core memory for me.
It's not just about the bike, it's about independence or trust.
Right. And in a conversation, you might say, a core memory for me is the first time I saw the ocean. It just shifted my whole perspective.
Okay, let's move on to a phrasal verb. To leave something behind.
The basic meaning is to move away from something, to abandon it, usually for progress.
But how is that different from just forgetting something or moving past it?
Well, I think to leave behind implies a very deliberate, conscious choice.
Right, you're making a decision to sever ties with a part of your life, maybe a bad habit, a place, a relationship, so you can start fresh.
There's a sense of purpose to it. For instance, he decided to leave his past behind and start a new life in a different city.
And a more personal take would be, yes, it takes a lot of willpower to leave old habits behind.
Absolutely. Now, for something a bit more functional, the phrasal verb to go by.
This means to use a particular name.
It's not quite the same as saying, my name is X, though. It's used in a more specific context.
Right. You use to go by when the name you prefer isn't your legal or formal name. It highlights your preference.
So it shows there's another name, but this is the one you use.
Exactly. For example, his name is William, but he likes to go by Will among his friends.
And in a conversation, someone might say, I usually go by my nickname because my full name is too long.
Simple. But the nuance is key for sounding natural.
Okay, next up, to have a thing for something.
This means to have a strong liking or attraction to someone or something.
It's more than just really liking it. It suggests something more intense, maybe even a bit quirky.
Yeah, a specific kind of affinity that goes beyond just simple enjoyment.
It could be for anything, right?
Absolutely. Like, I really have a thing for horror movies even though they scare me. There's a special, maybe even irrational attraction there.
Or, yes, I definitely have a thing for spicy food and eat it every day. It's part of your identity.
Let's look at another phrasal verb now, to sit around.
This means spending time doing nothing useful, being idle.
And it's important to distinguish this from simply relaxing.
Oh, definitely. Relaxing is positive. You need to relax. But to sit around often has a slightly negative or critical feel to it.
It implies you're being unproductive, maybe even lazy.
A good example would be,
We didn't do much on Saturday. We just sat around watching TV. You can almost hear the slight guilt. And in a work context, it's even clearer. I prefer to sit around and relax because my job is very tiring. That's a slightly odd use of the phrase.
it is, because sit around and relax have different connotations. It would be more natural to just say, I prefer to relax.
Right.
And finally, our last phrase, the phrasal verb to catch.
Specifically in the sense of discovering someone is doing something wrong or lying.
And this is different from finding out.
Very different. To catch implies you discover it actively. Often while it's happening, there's a sense of confrontation.
You're there, you see it.
Precisely. You don't catch that a company went bankrupt from the news. You find out from the news.
But a teacher could definitely catch a student cheating during an exam. That's active discovery.
Exactly. And for a personal example, yes, my face turns red when I lie, so people always catch me. The discovery is immediate.
Okay, I think we've covered the nuances pretty well.
So now that we've broken them down, let's see how well you can recall the details with a quick quiz.
Ready? Let's do it.
Quiz question 1 is about the phrase starstruck.
Despite her own fame, the actress admitted she still felt quite starstruck upon meeting the veteran director. In this context, starstruck implies she felt
Option A, unsettled and socially anxious due to the director's stern reputation.
Option B, overwhelmed with awe and bashfulness in the presence of a celebrity.
Or option C, professionally intimidated by the director's extensive technical knowledge.
Feel free to pause here if you need a moment to think.
And the correct answer for starstruck is B.
Right. To be starstruck means to be overwhelmed with awe and bashfulness, that temporary loss of composure we talked about.
Okay, question 2. This is on worship at the altar of.
In the modern tech industry, many young developers seem to worship at the altar of Silicon Valley giants. This suggests they
Option A, critically analyze the business ethics of major technology corporations.
Option B, emulate the lifestyle and habits of successful software entrepreneurs.
Or option C, show extreme and unquestioning devotion to these specific companies.
Take a moment to think about your answer.
The correct answer here is C.
Yes, when you worship at the altar of something, you're showing that extreme, unquestioning devotion with that hyperbolic, over-the-top tone.
Perfect. Question 3 is about to go by.
Though her legal name is Alexandria, she prefers to go by Alex in all professional and social settings. This means she,
Option A, is known and addressed by a specific name other than her full legal one.
Option B, is gradually transitioning to a new identity for various personal reasons.
Or option C, is frequently mistaken for someone else due to her common first name.
Feel free to pause if you need to.
And the answer for to go by is A.
It's all about being known by a specific preferred name that's different from your legal one, like William, choosing to go by Will.
Exactly. Now for question 4 on core memory.
The witness described the incident as a core memory that remained vivid even decades later. This signifies that the event,
Option A, was a traumatic experience that required significant emotional processing.
Option B, is a fundamental experience that has shaped the individual's personality.
Or option C, was a minor detail that accidentally became fixed in her long-term recall.
Think about what makes a memory a core memory.
The answer is B.
A core memory is a fundamental, foundational experience that has actually shaped your personality, not just a memory that you remember well.
All right, question 5. Leave her past behind. After the scandal, the executive decided to leave her past behind and relocate to a different country. This indicates she
Option A, carefully documented her previous errors to avoid repeating them later.
Option B, forgot the technical skills she had acquired during her previous career.
Or Option C, abandoned her former life to pursue personal progress and total change.
Pause here if you like.
The correct choice is C. Yes, to leave her past behind means she made that conscious choice to abandon her former life to move forward.
Moving on to question 6, which is about had a thing for.
Mark has always had a thing for vintage analog synthesizers, despite their high maintenance costs. This implies he.
Option A, has a strong particular attraction or deep-seated liking for them.
Option B, has a difficult time understanding the complex mechanics of them.
Or option C, has a professional obligation to collect and repair them for work.
What does had a thing for suggest?
The correct answer is A.
To have a thing for something means having that strong, particular, maybe even quirky attraction we discussed, like with the horror movies.
Okay, question 7. Sit around.
The manager warned that the team could not afford to just sit around while the competitors gained market share. He meant they.
Option A, should not remain idle or spend time without doing anything useful.
Option B, should not deliberate for too long before making a final decision.
Or option C, should not work in a sedentary environment without physical activity.
Take a moment to think.
The answer here is A.
To sit around means to be idle and unproductive, and it carries that slightly negative, critical tone.
Last one, question 8, for the phrasal verb catch.
The prosecutor hoped the cross-examination would catch the defendant in a contradiction. In this sense, catch means to.
Option A, physically restrain the person before they can exit the courtroom.
Option B, discover that someone is being dishonest or concealing the truth.
Or option C, interrupt someone's speech before they can finish their statement.
Pause here for your final answer.
And the correct answer is B.
To catch someone is to actively discover that they are being dishonest, often in the act, just like a teacher might catch a student.
So, there you have it. 8 phrases where the nuance really matters.
We've explored some highly valuable phrases, from why you feel starstruck to the subtle difference in telling someone you go by a different name. Mastering these nuances really is key to sounding truly advanced.
Yeah, and understanding that deeper context, especially the difference between simply relaxing and choosing to sit around, can drastically improve your fluidity and tone in conversations.
If you want to put these phrases into practice with native and advanced speakers, check out SpeakDuo at speakduo.com. Until next time.